Direct live from the Miracle.
Well, I was riding with some brothers somewhere south of Gibraltar. We didn't have a plan, so there was nothing that could falter. Picked up another brother down at Dalboza. His name was Akeem, he had a sister named Sousa. He said to Agadir we should go. We all got ready to roll. We drove all night, it rained like dogs and cats. We drove all night, there was no turning back. Arrived at Anchor Point in the middle of the morn. The sun was shining, the end of the storm. The point was reeling, it looked like a paint. Well, overhead and glassy with lips hollow and spring. We got out there, we carved with all our might. We carved all day till it became night. Our city grime had washed away. Tagazoo, our new home, the village we stayed. Crashed out early, we rose before dawn. From this perspective, civilization seems wrong. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. Back out in the lineup of bright blue, Akeem dropped into a big crystal tube and made an exit without getting wet. Well, Smiley took off on a 2-meter set. He carved off the bottom and snapped off the top and disappeared behind the curtain in the bottom of the trough. And once again, he saw daylight. Well, everything about this day was going alright until I got brave, challenged the thick lip. Got chewed up, then spit back out of the grip. My blade was busted down the middle in two. Underestimated Anchor's power, but now I knew a trigger was the next victim of her assault. Kicked in his butt, then flipped the somersault. His blade also was busted down the middle. It don't take no genius to figure out this riddle. I treat the lady Yanko with a little respect, or you will very likely get worked or wrecked. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. Somewhere south of Gibraltar. After 2 days of non-stop laceration, drove in search of different motivation to a little village. No village at all, just 10 fishermen and rice 3 meters tall. Strapped a cord to the tail of my 610. Took a couple spills but wasn't ready to say when. Then there it was with my name written on it. High blue and steep with a big fat lip. Scratch for sure like a dog does fleas. But this is a drop and this ain't no disease. Made the first turn relatively unscathed, but didn't want to stick around for the aftermath. Then the blue room enclosed me. A tiny light was all I could see. Wait for me, can't go any quicker. Unfortunately for me, that little light got bigger, and I'm out of there into the brightness. No longer feeling the slightest bit of frightness, euphoria. Now part of my agenda, the real McCoy, not the pretender. Well, after on the show I saw the toe of the dogs, but couldn't think a word, my mind was full of fog. The old artist stole the stories out of his head of the visitors there, Jimmy and the dead. The dead brought the blades and tried the liquid luck, but nobody comes around, no here, nobody gives a fuck. But I gave a fuck and the circle did too. This place was magic.